I'm currently outside the oldest existing football club recognised by FIFA, Sheffield FC. Now, we will be making our way across Sheffield to Bramall Lane, home of the Blades, Sheffield United. But I thought I'd highlight the incredible history the city of Sheffield has with football. Sheffield FC was founded all the way back in 1857, and did you know that they actually played at Bramall Lane from 1873 till 1884? Bramall Lane is the oldest major stadium in the world still hosting professional football. But technically, Bramall Lane isn't recognised as the oldest professional football ground in the world. That award goes to Mansfield. Let me explain. Bramall Lane opened in 1855 and Field Mill, the home of Mansfield, didn't open until 1861. But like most football grounds back in the day, Bramall Lane was used to host cricket, not football. So Mansfield hosted football in 1861, whereas Bramall Lane didn't host any football until 1862. Sheffield's history with football doesn't stop there though, because if you go towards the outskirts of Sheffield, there's a team called Hallam FC. Now, their ground, Sandy Fields, is recognised by the Guinness World Records as the oldest football ground in the world. Confusing, isn't it? You see, Sandy Fields was open in 1804, but obviously Hallam FC aren't a professional football club. So it is confusing because the oldest professional ground is recognised as being Bramall Lane in terms of a general ground where football's played, but the oldest ground where football started playing was Mansfield's Field. Enough of that. Let's just have a little look round Bramall Lane. Let's go. So then guys, as it's starting to absolutely hammer down, I'm going to do the opposite of what I normally would. Normally we would do a 360 around the ground, finish up at the club shop, buy one item from the club shop, because remember, as we visit each and every one of these 20 Premier League grounds this season, the rule is we buy one item from the club shop. So I'm actually going to do it now to get out of the rain. Let's head on into the Blade Superstore and buy something. Let's go.
Can't get people here, mate, for yelling.
Nope.
Can't allow that to kill people.
So why did this stand have to be named the Tony Curry stand? I'm absolutely bloody starving. I'd love a curry right now. If you can see the people in the distance gathering by reception, I guess this is where the players' entrance is. We're about 2 hours prior to kick-off, and I guess the players are coming in. So let's go and have a little look. Right, so on the channel we don't really focus too much on modern football. It's all about nostalgia, the history of the stadiums and stuff. So I'm going to let the kiddies get their autograph and we're going to do that 360. I've got my stuff here from the club shop, but we're going to reveal what we bought, what novelty item we bought in the car at the end of the video. So stay tuned. We're leaving the Tony Curry stand and hopefully we'll finish up with a curry of our own. Let's go. Right guys, over there in the distance is Bramall Lane. We'll finish up Bramall Lane. There is a couple of pubs there, Sheffield United pubs. Remember today, it's Operation Play Up My Mum. I am here with my mum. I know you love my mum, but I've had to bring the Wolves fan, my stepdad, for security because of her popularity on the channel. We don't know if there's going to be fans here for my mum. We're going to meet up with those in a bit, but we are on a home day, not an away day, even though she is a Villa fan. We're going to very much embrace the Blades, Sheffield United, as we did in Burnley when they played Sheffield United. I said I'll be back and I'll be equally as immersed in Sheffield United, so we are going to be watching the game afterwards. They don't do stadium tours, Sheffield United, at the moment, so I've had to come here for a match. So we're going to do an external tour and then we're gonna get in there and have a look at Bramall Lane from the inside. So if you look around, it looks about as Sheffield as you can get, really. Very full Monty style of houses, a slightly dark and dingy weather. And those regular viewers of the channel, you'll know how much I love a corner of a football stadium, and look at that. That is sexy. That's very nice. Little tease there of the lights as daylight drops. Slightly excited right now. So for those of you unaware, the capacity of Bramall Lane, again, one of the original major stadiums here in England, its current capacity is 32,050, according to Wikipedia, just over 32,000. So it's not a bad sized ground. Let me know in the comments below, Blades fans, is this the biggest Sheffield club, or is it Wednesday?
Flags, you have to look at them.
So look at this, over in the distance. You've got the turnstiles over there, miles away from the actual stand. And then it looks like you go up and along this kind of scaffolding looking thing. I haven't even checked the tickets yet. I have no idea where we're sitting today. That's all down to me folks. I'll tell you what as well, that clean air zone over there, that can absolutely do one. I got stung, didn't I, in London. Forgot to pay the ULEZ 80 quid fine. What I love as well when you come up north is there's no fancy food. You just got your old school chippies, like the one at Turf Moor.
I'm just sitting bread and let me just.
Yeah, despite being one of the oldest major, well, the oldest major stadium hosting football, there are elements that are a little bit unorthodox, unlike the terraced housing. This is as you'd expect. If I was to dream up an idea of what this place might be like, it would be a bit like this, but those turnstiles that are slightly away from the stand, they're a little bit unorthodox, a little bit unique, and I like that. We like quirky things on Rice Football Paradise. I can't even remember the name of the street, but we're going to continue walking down here. Little glimpse of the ground, and I believe where I'm walking now will join on to Bramall Lane.
I believe in miracles.
Right guys, so we're on Bramall Lane. The gates are open, and behind me you've got the Cricketers' Arms. Now we did mention that cricket was played here at Bramall Lane prior to football. Now if Bramall Lane had just hosted football a year or so earlier, they would without doubt, undisputably, have the title as the oldest football ground. But obviously over there you've got the nod to the cricket history. Now did you know that Bramall Lane is only one of only two major football grounds to have hosted football and cricket? That can't be right. Right, let me correct myself. Bramall Lane is one of only two grounds to host England internationals and England Test cricket, the other one being the Oval. It's also had rugby games here as well. So behind me is the away fans. The HE Barnes stand, another stand with a sponsor. I know why they've got to do it, for money obviously, but I just don't like the name of sponsored stands. All the Villa fans, bar my mum. She's with us today, so I'm going to really play her up, as I said. Fully immerse ourselves in the game, fully behind the blades, and wind my mum up. So if you are new around here, we were at Villa Park on Thursday, for Aston Villa versus Newcastle. It wasn't a good game for my mum, for Villa fans. So hopefully for her, Villa can bounce back. I couldn't really care less, to be honest with you, but as I said, I'm gonna be an honorary Blades fan today, so come on you Blades. I was going to get a pint in a local Blades pub, but it was absolutely rammed, and yeah, don't fancy that. So we're looking for somewhere to sink a couple of points now. Over here we've got the Blades Hall of Fame. You've got bricks which have, I'm guessing, famous blades from over the years. Today has proven very, very difficult to film purely because of the weather. My mum and stepdad are in the ground already. We're quite near the Villa fans. We're in that same stand on Bramall Lane, so I think what's best to do now is just to get inside the ground. Whilst it's quiet, we can have a little look of the inside of Bramall Lane and see if it does look old. Just because it is one of, if not the oldest grounds going, does it look old? Does it look weathered? Does it look like it needs some TLC? If you go on the Wikipedia page, they've done many renovations over the years. From this stand over here, the old curry stand, this is nice. I do like it. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I love the black, white and red, the blaze colours. Really nice. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it's probably one of the more boring of exteriors, but I love the quirkiness. I love the steps going up there high into the stands. I love this black bit here. I love old school terraced housing. It makes a nightmare, you know, makes it a nightmare when you come into games to get out of traffic at these old grounds. With that said, we do prefer the old locations, don't we? Through this way, yeah. Cheers. Cheers, boys.
Something to show you now. On Thursday, here at the lane, we internally recognised Time to Talk Day. I would like to express the importance of reaching out to one another to all places.
Here we have it, guys. Welcome to Bramall Lane. For about an hour before kick-off, very, very quiet. It looks nice, traditional. You've got the clock over there in the distance, similar to like you'd have in a lot of old school grounds. Right guys, this is the first time we've had a technical issue on Rise Football Paradise. My camera is knackered. I don't know if it's because of the rain, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to drown my sorrows. I'm not driving, my stepdad's driving, so for the first time ever we've got to film on the phone. I'm a little bit annoyed about that. I don't like filming on my phone, but hopefully this comes out okay. Point number 2, here we go. Bring on the game. Sheffield United versus Villa. My score prediction is going to be Sheffield United 2, Villa 2. Come on, you Blades, come on.
As we today welcome Aston Villa, but make the noise as ever for Chris Wilder's Red and White Wizards, Sheffield United.
Hey, come on, you Blades. Come on, you Blades! Come on!
5, Austin Trusty.
Yes!
11, Ben Burton Diaz.
Yes!
Mason Holgate.
You fill up my senses. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like a storm in the desert.
So it was pretty busy in here, as you can see. My enthusiasm for the Blades has gone. I was really hoping to wind Mum up today. Sorry. Right then guys, so you can see why a lot of fans of clubs that are near the bottom of the Premier League table, why they prefer being in the Championship, because it must be demoralising going to Bramall Lane week in and week out and seeing them get battered. The thing is, Sheffield United drew with Villa, didn't they? They were very unlucky not to pick up the points at Villa Park. But anyway, from our point of view, the match was irrelevant. We were there to see Bramall Lane. Again, if you're new, remember we're visiting all 20 Premier League stadiums this season. This was number 16, so we've got 4 more Premier League stadiums to go. More on that in a moment. And also, hopefully this is coming out alright, because this is the very first time I'm using my brand new camera. So hopefully you can hear me okay, hopefully the picture's good, hopefully this is the start of the next chapter on Rise Football Paradise with better equipment. So I've made notes, guys, that doesn't change though. A nice little cue card. I've put, as one of my notes, I've put where we were sat was a really good view, and you might just be thinking, well yeah, you just got, you know, nice seats in that upper tier, but what I found was the stands, especially when you've got like older grounds like Goodison and Crystal Palace. If we just use Goodison and Crystal Palace for example, or as an example, yes, the negative is they've got the beams, the bearers, the poles, whatever you call them, they've not got cantilever roofs, so part of your view might be obstructed depending on where you're sat. But I think if you were the equal amount of rows back on a modern stadium, generally speaking, you're further away from the pitch. We really felt like we were on top of the pitch, and hopefully you could tell from those clips how, I mean, we could see all the Villa goals, bar the last one, happened at the other end, but we saw them really well. Whereas some grounds you go to, if you're behind the goal, you can't see what's happening in the other goals. So for me, Bramall Lane was really good for that nice steep kind of, yeah, the view was really good. One thing I want to ask Sheffield United fans, those corners, you've got 2 corners in Bramall Lane, that rather than being filled in and connecting the side and behind the goal, they almost look like temporary stands. I didn't really do my research on them. They almost feel like, you know, when you take a slice of pizza out and then you like put it back in, but not all the whole way in, and there's a slight gap. Those corner stands look like a slice of pizza. Weird analogy, but hopefully you guys can enlighten me as to the crack with those corner stands. I mean, they're even sponsored by different people compared to the other stands, so they are standalone stands, I think. So yes, Bramall Lane is the oldest major stadium still being used for football, but it would bear no resemblance to the original Bramall Lane. They've made loads of changes over the years. We did make a bit of a sly comment that it was a bit boring around the outside, but there was enough quirkiness going on to suit our quirky needs. But anyway, enough of me rambling, guys, because we did say earlier on in the video that I would, even though you could probably see it anyway throughout the video because it's in a clear bag, what did we get from the Bramall Lane club shop? Now, we don't just enjoy unorthodox, quirky aspects to a football stadium, we also love the quirky, unorthodox novelty items, and despite being a Man United fan, sorry if you're new, the Man United club shop always gets slagged off on Rise Football Paradise, unfortunately, because the Man United club shop just does clothes, no quirky items, and every other football shop, bar maybe Newcastle, has those quirky items. And most clubs seem to do golf stuff. So what I've got here, again, hopefully the new camera is playing ball. I don't know if you can see on there, they've got the Sheffield United logo. We've got some Spalding golf balls with the Sheffield United logo. Really cool. I mean, I've got a few things on here, like my West Ham pillow, the Tottenham Hotspur bar bar mat. Again, I always say we are going to be sorting out the Football Paradise HQ. We're going to be doing the Man Cave, and we're going to be filming a lot of videos from the Man Cave, or at least starting videos off in there or finishing them like we're doing right now. So if you're enjoying the videos, guys, and you're new to Rise Football Paradise, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more football stadium tours, old former football ground tours. And now I've got my camera. I was going to go today, but I'm going tomorrow to Stamford Bridge. Yes, that'll be number 17 out of 20 on the list. We don't just visit Premier League grounds though, although we are prioritising each and every Premier League stadium this season. So I'm really looking forward to checking out Chelsea. We did a poll as well, and on that poll, shock, everyone was most looking forward to Kenilworth Road. Now, Luton currently aren't doing stadium tours. It's an absolute nightmare trying to get tickets to Kenilworth Road. If I can't get access inside the ground or to a game, we're just going to have to kind of roam the streets in and around Kenilworth Road. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Sorry about the technical issues. Hopefully that's been eradicated. Check out the videos just to the side of me right here. This is the problem with the new camera, it's tracking where I'm going. Yeah, mate, calm down. We're trying to show these videos here. Guys, check out those videos and I'll see you in one of those lovely videos. See you there.